Well, to try and tell one's life story in one sentence is very difficult. So the highlights of my life was getting married the first time in 1978 and the birth of my two girls, one in 1983 and one in 1986. And I actually went, the highlight too was going to my youngest daughter's wedding last year in April. Flew to South Africa to attend the wedding, and I'm glad I went. It was a good occasion. Now there are other highlights in my life which have turned out to be lowlights, but I won't talk about that. I'm Nicholas van Beeren. I'm 61 years old, originally from South Africa. Now I'm living in Auckland, New Zealand, where I have done for the past 22 years. Yes, I'm actually leaving on Saturday. Packed up everything. I have Parkinson's disease. Well, Parkinson's has two main areas. One is the gait, the shakiness. The other one is freezing. Where you're busy doing something and all of a sudden you freeze, you can't move backwards or forward, you're just stuck there. And I'm starting to get used to it. One lets television rule your life. And I've decided that in the last 10 or so years of my life, I'm going to kick back and just do what I want to do. Play golf, drink beer, and watch TV. I'm packing up everything after 22 years in New Zealand and moving to South Africa all by myself. Packing up everything I've gathered, all my worldly goods. That's the garage as it looks now. With my condition, I need help. So I'm going to live with my brother. And I'm just going to kick back and take it slow. You know, it's not an easy thing to do. I always cut it the way I don't want it. This way, if it's a mistake, I can only blame myself. It's not looking too bad. Oh, I think I did rather well. As you can see, I've cut a lot off. There's still a strand there, but I'll just leave it. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. fought a bird, there's a feather lying there. Someone's had bird for supper. I look very worried and concerned. That's when I went to my daughter's wedding. I'm busy fixing Jenny's car, and I've been doing it for a year, and I hate to leave without finishing it. As I said to her, I'll do it for nothing. So you can come and look at my handiwork. She reversed into a low wall, and the metal actually went together and split. So I've knocked it all out and filled it with filler. It needs a bit more sanding and then undercoat and then a paint. These hands, they know no boundaries. People, when they marry older, they become not self-obsessed, but they like to do things their way, and when other people come into their lives and try and change, they don't change things, but these people perceive them to be changing things, and that's where clashing happens. It's just plainly put a clash of personalities, that's all it is. Well, I got married in South Africa. My wife had a son and daughter, and my daughters were still living with their mother. When they get older, you try and teach them, but they form their own personality, and they're going to do things whether you say they must or mustn't. If they want to do it, they're going to do it. And to follow them around costs a lot of money. I believe the kids, when they're grown up, they should be coming to you and not vice versa. It's 12 months next month. 1 year. I was there last year for my daughter's wedding. I attended, but I wasn't allowed to walk her down the aisle and give her away. They reserved that honour for the stepfather. A week before the wedding, I phoned up and said I'm looking forward to walking my youngest daughter down the aisle. And they said no, that privilege has fallen to the stepfather because he made all the arrangements. So I couldn't really fight it, and I didn't want to cause a scene. So I just left it there. But I believe in karma, and one day his karma will come. I'm sure of it. In New Zealand I've been in 22 years. I've lived in different suburbs, but mainly in the North Shore. And this is the place I've liked the most. Probably because I've done a lot to the garden. Dragging it through the wire and in 5 years it's grown a hedge. It's nice and spacious. I know everybody in the area, everybody knows me. I want to miss it. I want to miss my cat. She's been like a child to me. Come to Dad. Come to Dad. Baby. I miss you, eh? I know you don't talk to cats, but just talking to them gets your mind off feeling depressed if you should want to feel depressed.
What makes you happy? Food? Is it wine? Is it more? The Parliament, a rock climbing wall, treasure hunt, an ice skating rink,
Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. When I was little it would work, but not anymore. The boxes get smaller as you get older. There's a small wall table, a mirror and some family pictures on the wall. This has always been a computer room, so there wasn't very much on the walls. Starting to pack the suitcase. Starting to look a bit more like a bed now. The plate I used to eat it from those little bunnykins. I'm not going to fit it in there. I'm guessing 18 kgs. I don't know. Well, a lot of looking back to before I was diagnosed, certain things made sense once I looked back at what happened. You know I'm trying to catch you because it accounted for the fact that I was starting to get away at Parkinson's. But got your legs. I had a fall once sitting in this chair. I couldn't get out of it, so I grabbed the handle and pulled myself over. I thought I'd get onto the floor. It was a different chair. I got my arms stuck underneath here. And the whole thing fell over. As you get used to the medication and the difficulty of doing things. But you get to a stage where you just live with it. You've got no other choice. You play the hand you were dealt with. That's all you can do. You're frightening me. I went to the dentist this morning. I got a filling done last month, and it cost me $30. Today I have a filling done, cost me $230. Because he found out that I sold my house. So I paid the price. $159. I would have liked to have lived in this era. But I've never actually started drinking or doing something silly because I felt depressed. I know what depression is. You just don't. Most people drink because they feel sorry for themselves. That's what depression is really. Because the situation you're in, you've got control over it. And if you choose to go on the negative side, then you'll get depressed. If you choose to go on the positive side, you'll just get on with life. Okay. Hey, kitty kitty. You look thin. She looks a bit thin. Yeah, and she knows something's happening. She's feeling very sorry for herself. She looks sad. Looks very appetizing, doesn't it? Bob's your uncle, your auntie. Eat your corn. Come on. Because of the fall I had on this chair and thinking about things could have been a lot worse. You little clown. And it's time now to move back to family. Yeah, time is drawing near. 2 days. Yes, there were times in the beginning it was difficult finding jobs and having to do things differently to what you used to in South Africa. It's a learning curve. But all in all, I've enjoyed 80% of it. Yes, that avenue is not closed. I've got New Zealand citizenship, so should things not work out for me, I'll come back.